You know, I was born in 1930, which means I was born right after the First World War, which ended in 1918, and before the Second World War, which started in 1939. So when we came out of the Second World War, I thought I had had enough of it. Such an experience, never again. Never again. So what do we have to do? Recognize some causal factors for these horrible consequences, but also find causal factors for peaceful consequences. And then try to see how can we move from the causes of war to the causes of peace. And I've been doing that ever since. It's not enough to study peace and to have some ideas. You have to try to use them, apply them, and see whether in fact they work. I come from a physician family. In other words, the idea of diagnosis, prognosis, and therapy, these are ideas that I got with my mother's blood. And I can do this as a mental experiment, but I can also do it in reality if the parties are interested. So what do I consider being one of my greatest achievements? Well, I think I did a reasonably good job in Korea, between North and South Korea. Because they will come much further cooperating on a solution. I think foundations like the Mipuri Foundation are so important because they tell the world that peace is so important itself that we as a foundation support it, and we even give a prize to those we think are promoting peace. Have a look at what is happening to war and peace. There's a science coming up, peace science or peace research. Support it, contribute to it, come with ideas. Tell we who are working on it what you think is the key to peace. And I can only conclude that the human nature, quote unquote, is capable of the worst possible and the best possible. Capable of hatred and love, of terrible violence and having wonderful relations together, often called love. In other words, we seem to be capable of a large spectrum. So what we have to do is to move the point of gravity of what we do from the bad end of that spectrum to the good end, from the violent end to the peaceful end.